Hello everyone, welcome to the Airedale. I'm Gene Alexander, and today we will be taking a look at how much sleep a student should get, as well as social media, vaping, and many more coming up on the Airedale.
Directly from the Alma High School News Studio, covering news and sports from where it matters. You're watching the Airedale.
Welcome back. Sleep is important for all ages, yet students need a certain amount of sleep in order to wake up rested and rejuvenated for school. Now to Austin Smith and Tyson Shepard for more on that story.
The average teen usually gets around 7 to 7.5 hours of sleep, when really they need 9.5 hours of sleep a night. Here's some people's views on how much sleep you need to get.
I would say it's kind of individual. You know, different people require different amounts of sleep. But for teenagers, 8 to 9 hours at least a night is recommended.
In my opinion, I think students should get like 9 hours of sleep so they don't get up tired, and because like science proves that like when you get up and you have like less sleep, your eyes burn and it ruins your focus. And then like it affects me because I get tired more quickly the more I do things. But if I get like normal hour sleeps, I'll be fine throughout the day.
Patterns or whatever, but I think due to activities, a lot, you know, athletics, band, dance, you know, people are getting up early, they're getting here early, and so they're probably not going to bed in time to get that 8 or 9 hours of sleep. That, or they stay up playing video games longer than they should and don't get enough sleep. So I would say the majority of our students probably aren't getting the recommended amount of sleep.
It seems most students don't get enough recommended sleep. So for in the future, remember to always get enough sleep and be ready to come to school focused and ready to go.
This is Austin Smith
and Tyson Shepard signing out.
Vaping can be very dangerous for anyone who uses the product. This has especially become a problem with teenagers. Here's Bobby Taylor for more.
There are many addictions nowadays that teens use. One of them is called vaping.
Vaping, I guess you can look at it from a couple different aspects or whatever. We can just say, you know, it's illegal here at school, so we need you at practice. And so if you get caught vaping, I think you're looking at suspensions or, you know, SDC. I'm not sure the actual punishment, but we need you in practice. We need you there getting better. From a physiological standpoint, you know, vaping's fairly new, so some of the products that are in aren't really regulated. So in some instances, you don't know exactly what you're getting. You do know you're getting nicotine, which is going to have a effect on your cardiovascular system, which, okay, you can edit that. So they're going to need their cardiovascular system a little bit more than normal. I know the nicotine, it kind of hardens the arteries a little bit, so it's going to cause some higher blood pressure, and things are just not going to work as well for you. We need you there, getting as much as you can out of practice, which is going to make it hard.
Let's see what some teachers have to say about vaping.
Is terrible. I think people have been misconstrued into thinking that it's like a safe alternative for smoking, but it's actually not. And there are so many studies that are coming out to show that it's almost more dangerous than smoking.
Vaping can affect a student in very different ways, especially in the classroom.
I think it definitely affects them in the classroom because once they start that habit, they can't stop. And it gets to a point where they have an addiction, and they'll try to do it in class, they'll try to do it in the bathroom, and it just affects the overall culture of the school.
For Aries Media, this has been Bobby Taylor.
Student drama can cause stress in and out of the classroom. This is especially true for high school students. Now, Gemini Zhang and Kirsten Goss for more.
In Alma High School, our motto in school is do right and be kind. And we know we must follow these two rules, but students do the opposite. We all face bad situations, mistakes, heartbreaks, and mostly drama.
How bad is drama in the classroom? I think that depends on the teacher. I think the teacher can allow drama or discourage drama. So I feel like in my classroom, it's not very bad at all.
Whenever you get a large group of people together, in one situation, I think that drama, misunderstandings, misconceptions will occur.
It can hurt friendships and relationships. And we think to ourselves, that is the end of this or that. We all face difficulties and we just want to feel alone. Sometimes in life, we gotta believe what you see and not what you know, because that could bother or haunt you for the rest of your life.
I think that in Alma High School, it's no different, that both girls and boys start the drama here.
Reporting for Airwaves Media is Kirsten Goss
and Gemini Shong.
Thank you, Jean. Hygiene. It's an important part of our day-to-day lives, and some students struggle to stay within dress code and struggle to take care of themselves.
Here at the Alma High School, some of our students still struggle with their own hygiene. Now we go to some students and some teachers on their thoughts of it.
Part is really good. However, we do keep air freshener in our room because sometimes it gets very stinky in there because people either do not reapply deodorant through the day, or they have way too much cologne on, or because their clothes are not properly washed, or they could be dirty or whatever, and then they come to school that way. There are kids who have a lot of acne problems too, so that kind of goes back to like not taking care of yourself as far as like what you're putting in your body and it's coming out. So, you know, I've not gotten close enough to any students to know about like teeth and breath and that kind of thing, but like as far as like just body smells, like that is something that like as teachers we talk about and that we struggle with within our classroom, especially whenever it's hot in our classroom and those smells kind of combine. So
I mean, in my opinion, they need work, but then again, I mean, some kids, they come from homes that don't really have enough money for like shampoo and conditioner or soap or anything, that they have to go like without water sometimes, so I can understand that. But if you are a kid and you do see this, like me myself, I have deodorant in my bag at all times because I'm just that kind of guy. I have it, so like if you think that you stink or whatever and you don't want to be embarrassed in front of your friends, just come up to me, I'll give you some, or ask a friend. And about that situation, like, yeah, honestly, a lot of people don't really have the supplies and stuff, like needs that other people do, and I can understand that they come to school like that, 'cause there's nothing really they could do.
I would say that a small margin of the student body would need some improvement, but other than that, I think it's pretty normal.
I think for the most part, kids are doing a pretty good job with it. I would say that there's a few students who struggle with it, and it's probably geared towards maybe not learning as much about student hygiene as they should, and so they don't necessarily understand the standards of it. And it usually is our freshmen and sophomore. Our younger students usually have trouble with it.
And now we go to some teachers and some students to see what their opinion on the dress code is for this year.
I think our Miss Wood, for example, I guess to start off with, I think she's doing a really good job. Like at the very beginning of the year, she was doing a really good job of hammering down on some of those dress code issues. I think dress code is always going to be an issue just because we have teenage girls, we have teenage boys here, and y'all tend to think that y'all can wear whatever you want to anyways. And so I think that that's always going to be an issue. I don't know if it's going to be any better or worse depending on who's in administration or what teachers are here. I think that kids are always going to try to rebel in that way because it's a way that they feel like they can express themselves. So I don't know if that's bad or good. I just want all the girls to cover themselves up. So that's all I care about. And boys.
There's some kids that follow it, but there are some kids that break it. Usually, like, I wear tank tops every now and then, but that's only when it's hot outside, but it's been pretty cold recently. Some shirts and stuff had, like, bad language and stuff on them, and I don't know why they wear them, but I guess they're trying to look cool in front of their friends or whatever. But I think we're doing better than we have been before, honestly.
Well, naturally, teenagers seem to be rebellious, so I can see how that could work. But other than that, yeah, it has been disobeyed a couple of times, as I've noticed in the hallway, but not by much.
I would say that this year kids have been much better with the dress code. I think administration has been very clear about it, and I do see it being broke here and there, but not as much as in years past.
And for Airwaves Media, this is Philip Shores.
Thanks, Philip Shores and Derek Hall. Hashtag Team Trees. 3.5 billion to 7 billion trees get cut down each year. And Team Trees is an organization that helps plant new trees to help our planet. Our very own Del Combs covers.
What do you think 20 million trees will do for the Earth?
It would make it more green. I think it will increase oxygen levels and decrease carbon dioxide levels.
I think 20 million trees, while seemingly insignificant compared to the Amazon or larger forests of any kind, I think that especially in a needing rural community, 20 million trees will definitely give back to the environment, especially in such a climate crisis like this right now.
I think it will help the environment, and I think that the air quality will be better.
I think it would provide more oxygen for us and also give shelter to the animals in the environment.
What does Trey Alverson think 20 million trees for the Earth would do? Well, I think that everyone should be accountable in helping plant that many trees. I think it would help the Earth out a lot with the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Thank you.
It would make it a lot easier to breathe and make the world a lot better place.
Clearly, ALMA students think that planting 20 million trees will do good for the Earth. So, how do you help plant 20 million trees? Well, you can go to hashtag Team Trees website and donate how many ever trees you want to. For every $1 donated, a tree will be planted. Now to Mr. Williams with what this will do for our lovely planet.
Whether you donate or not, you should plant trees. Well, we know that plants take in carbon dioxide and give off oxygen. Oxygen's pretty important for human beings. We kind of need that. We also know that if we get rid of the carbon dioxide and we get more oxygen, the less the greenhouse effect would be. So, why don't we plant 20 million trees, and why don't we do something that's a lot more economical, a lot more environmentally safe, and a lot more beneficial to the generations to come. I have seen a tremendous amount of people go in and destroy the plants that they have in their yard to put in extra driveways or basketball courts or whatever, and I think it's a shame that we've done that. We need to have a green zone. We need to have grass. Our campus here around here has got wonderful plants around it, and if you just take the time to go in and landscape your yard properly, not necessarily with trees, but any kind of plant, the trees will actually photosynthesize, take in more carbon dioxide than plants, but we all could do that. I mean, they just put in some flowers, put in some kind of plant around your home. If you live in an apartment, why can't you do the same thing in an apartment? There's just a lot of things that we can do. It's just a shame that we're going in and paved everything and taken all the plants up and destroyed a lot of the natural flora that would actually benefit not only us, but our kids and our grandkids.
The link for the hashtag Team Trees is in the description. Once again, this has been Del Combs on the Airedale, signing out.
Thanks, Del. The Airedale basketball team is looking forward to starting off the season strong as they prepare on the new floor. Dylan Hawley and Trenton Broyles report.
Alma basketball coach Stan Flenner talks about who our rival games are this year and his expectations.
Expectations, when you compare seasons from a year ago to this season, it's a different year, new team, we have quite a few new faces, and our expectations are always going to be high expectations. Number one, that we want to be successful both on and off the court. We want to present a good product on the floor, and we have some people built in. Greenwood's always been a rivalry game for us. Russellville has turned into a really rival game for us, but we've had Just to be quite honest with you, we've had a lot of success in our program, attributed to our players and our people that have worked. So people are always going to give us their best shot, and we'll give them our best shot also. So.
Alma basketball team is working hard to improve offense and defense.
Leaving Tanner and Red hurt us because Tanner was just tough. Red was a shooter, but we got people coming up that are about the same as them.
I feel like we'll have a great season as long as we work as a team and stay together and hold each other up like a family and just be there for each other when we need each other and to stay strong when we face adversity.
The players and the coaches are ready to take on any team this year, so come out and watch the Alma Airedales. This is Dylan Hawley with Airwaves Media.
Thank you, Shelby. Autumn and Madison have a very musical look into why you should join Alma High School Choir.
Why should students join AHS Choir? Madison Law here to find out.
I would tell them well, here's the deal. The number one excuse that we get is, I don't know how to read music. And it's like, you weren't born reading music, that's why I have a job. So if that's the reason, come on in, because we're going to teach you how to read music. And the second thing is, I don't know how to sing. And it's like, okay, exact same thing. That's why we're here, to help teach you how to sing. And always tell them, if you're really, really unsure, think about this. Alma High School Choir is the largest organization at Alma schools. There's 220 students in this organization, and so there's a reason it's popular. Probably the kids have a little bit of fun. So I say give it one semester, and after one semester, if you're still like, I don't really like this, then I'll shake your hand, I'll be your friends, and we'll continue on. But I bet if you give it a chance, you'll probably enjoy it.
I do feel like people in the choir, as a 3-class music person, I feel like I learn more in choir than I do in any of my other classes.
As you can see, kids learn in choir. They have fun and make beautiful music as a group.
I would say yes, somewhat. They can understand what music is like. They actually know what the meaning behind it is easier, and they also can definitely more tell of what exactly the notes are. But if you're trying to find something to use in a day-to-day life, choir's not really going to help you that much there.
When I hear a choir, I try to listen to all of the parts that are that I can hear, and then I try to sing along with each individual part. I would say it's a great place to be a part of a team and to give it a try.
As you can see, choir is a fun and exciting class to join. I'm Madison Law, signing out with Airwaves Media.
Lights, cameras, action. Zach and Noah will be showing you why you should be joining the Airwaves Media broadcasting team.
Here at Alma High School, there are a whole bunch of fun activities for kids to enjoy. One of those is TV production.
Intro to broadcast is the predecessor to what we have at the high school as TV production. So when you're in intro to broadcast, you learn about the basics of going into that particular career. And so when you come into TV production, you have the skills necessary to immediately go in and start interviewing teachers, interviewing other students, interviewing people around the school about the issues that we have going on here, and develop news stories that are captivating to your audience and things that really grasp people's attention.
By the end of the year, we want to produce a show that has a very good content and everybody's going to watch, and we want just that aspect and that whole entire thing, just striving for like progress, not perfection. We don't want perfection in the very first year, because we do have new kids that come in every single year, and we do want like them to have the experience, but as they grow it gets better. So by the end of the year, we just want to have that really good show. We do have good shows throughout the year, but we want that one that's going to just tie it all together and make the best of the entire year and all the work that the students put into it, and it just gives them that rest feeling on they've done it, they've accomplished their very first year, and it gives them that excitement to come back and do it again next year.
Students have many opportunities in TV production. One of those is live sports.
We work with
3 cameras, and we have like 6 people working, which is 3 people usually working on a camera, 2 at the photo deck, 1 down at the field, and then we usually have 1 that would be right over here, which is tech directing. But we film it so that people who can't usually come to the game, they can watch the game on the live stream at home.
So the best part about being in the broadcasting realm is that you have the ability to create. And creativity is a huge, huge part in the broadcast world, especially when you get into anything to do with video production, graphic arts, animation, things of that nature. So it just adds more engaging elements to captivate your audience. So I can be sitting doing an interview in front of a bookshelf or who knows what else, and all of a sudden snap my fingers and the background changes, and I'm sitting back on a beautiful island, kicking back, enjoying myself. So think about those creative elements and get out there, think out of the box, and have some fun.
Students interested in joining TV production should come check it out. I am Zachary Miller from Airways Media.
It's a wrap.
Alma NJRTC is a program that transforms young men and women into the future leaders of tomorrow. We have Commander Raymer talking more about ROTC.
ROTC is a program, at the high school level it's called Junior ROTC, JROTC, and JROTC is a program called Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, where we use the program to help grow and develop citizens who are ready to enter adulthood.
ROTC has several different drill teams that you can compete within.
ROTC has 7 different drill teams that we use, to include a physical fitness team, an orienteering team where we go out into the woods and navigate using a map and a compass. We have a marksmanship team where we shoot competition air rifles. 2 years ago we took the state championship for the state of Arkansas. We are very competitive in the state. We are the #1 Navy team in the state of Arkansas, and we want to be the #1 Navy team in our entire district this year.
I'm Shane Lays with Airways Media.
Can you guess that tune? Here's Chloe and Jonathan as they test your knowledge on your favorite music.
Hi, I'm Chloe Lewis from Airways Media, and we're seeing if our high school students can guess the song.
Oh, it's the theme song for, what's it called?
5, 4, 3. Okay, next song.
No clue.
Okay, the next song.
It's Justin Bieber.
What is it called?
No clue.
Okay, see if you can guess the song.
Okay, the Alma. I do not know. I do not know it.
Okay, see if you can guess the second song. Okay, baby. Do you not know it?
I do not.
Okay, maybe you can guess this one.
Okay, wait. Yes, I do. Okay, I think I know it, but I do not know. Like, I know it, but I don't know the name of the song.
Okay, well, guess the song.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know this one, but it's on I really don't know. Fortnite dance? Yeah. That's that gay dude. Justin Bieber. We're just friends, baby.
This concludes our show for today.
Thank you for watching the #1 high school newscast in the state.
This has been Gene Alexander
and Dale Combs signing out on the Airedale.